What is going on, guys? Noah Burry here, back again with another banger of a video. This one's going to be really good because I'm going to be covering the new CBO strategy that I've been using with my clients recently. I've been testing this for the past few months and the results have been pretty great. Watch them all pop up. We've been mixing this strategy with the GemPages app, which I'll have a video coming out soon about that and how we're implementing it. But essentially, the reason I was looking for a new method of testing is not because the current one doesn't work. The current one still works fine. It's just that I wanted a way to test products using CBO. That way we can make smoother transitions into scaling, which I believe would have, it would allow us to scale a lot higher. And it definitely has. We've been implementing this method kind of sort of with another client who just hit 600K in sales. I actually have a case study on my YouTube talking about how we took him to 10K a day. And since then, he's been maintaining like 7 to 8K a day, and now he just crossed 600K in sales using the CBO method. So this is going to be my CBO testing strategy. So I do want to say that since this method was derived primarily using my agency clients, if you are interested in becoming a client of my done-for-you product testing system, the link will be in the description to schedule a call with one of my team members. So if you are interested in that, make sure to check that out. But as you guys know, I have been testing this strategy for quite a long time, maybe longer than a few months, and I don't like releasing strategies until they're fully proven out. I test everything, which I talk about in my new book, which I'll be giving away for free. But in terms of creating new methods, I test literally everything. You'll see the method that we use today, but I test the amount of ad sets, the amount of the daily budget, how many ads under each ad set. Like every single variable has been very extensively tested, and we pull the data that we get from literally hundreds of tests, and we look at what performs the best most of the time. So this strategy is not derived from, how do we get the most insane results, sometimes or whatever. We base our strategies based on the highest success rates across numerous different stores, numerous different clients for us, numerous different products, different countries, different locations, different budgets, and we basically narrowed it down to this exact structure of how to make your campaign, your test campaign. So of course, in good old Noah Burr fashion, I've been staying really low-key about this for a while, because I want to save it for when we really know what's going on and we really know that it's a real proven method. So I'm not going to hold you guys anymore. I'm going to be making the campaign here live with you. So let's get right into it. Alright, and we are here inside of an ad account now. As you can see, a lot of stuff is going to be blurred out because it's kind of like a test account. But essentially, I'm going to be creating a campaign using the method that we use with the agency clients. Now, like I said, this method works very well in conjunction with GemPages, which I will be making a video here about soon. Just talking about the results, what kind of things that we're doing with it. But let's get right into it. So you have your ad account here. All you're going to want to do is click create, and we're going to do conversions, of course. Name the campaign. Let's just name it test and continue. Alright, so we are here on the campaign level now. We're just going to go ahead and turn on CBO. That's kind of the whole point of this campaign, is to be testing with CBO. So let's set it to $35 a day. Now, we have tested 50 per day, 100 per day, essentially all the different budgets you could think of. I believe we even tested like 25 per day, some weird ones. But yeah, we've tested a whole lot of different budgets, and 35 was the most consistent. I know it's kind of coincidental, 7 ad sets, 35 bucks a day equals $5 per ad set. As you know, it's very similar to my normal method. I don't know what the explanation for that could be. A coincidence, or maybe the $5 per day with 7 ad sets maybe just works really well. So that's the method that we're going to be following. Like I said, this method was created based on a collection of numerous different tests with different products and stuff. So it could be different for you, right? Like maybe a $50 budget CBO would work best for you. This is what's going to work most of the time. This is kind of the strategy that had the highest success rate out of the most times that we tested it. So once you have that, we're going to come and do basic ad set setup. So you can, right here, you're going to have your pixel, which I actually have to block out, but you're going to want to put purchase in there as always. I'm scrolling past that now. You have your budget and schedule. This is kind of optional. You can schedule this for 12 a.m. That's kind of standard practice, but like I said, it doesn't matter too much. The only annoying thing about Facebook is if your campaign gets approved like at 10 p.m., it's going to try to spend your entire budget in those 2 hours that are left in the day. So that's why sometimes I recommend scheduling them. But, in terms of results that it gets, it doesn't matter that much. It's more about, it's just mad annoying when it tries to spend your entire budget like in 2 seconds. So right here, you're going to want to put in worldwide. Okay, so once you put in worldwide, you're going to want to put the exclusion list, which I will put in the description, so go down there and check that out, because it's different all the time, and honestly, I just pulled this one from an old Skype chat, so I don't even know if this is 100% accurate, so I'll put it in the description, the exact list that you want to exclude. And I know that in the list, I do have Africa, which you're going to have to actually exclude manually because it'll pick it up as a country, which would be South Africa. So just keep that in mind. Age, I leave it broad. Gender, leave it broad. If you want to know more about why I do this, you can check about it in my ebook or whatever. I have tons of videos talking about it already. This is where we're going to put the interest. Let's just uncheck detailed targeting. Could be good. I have tested it during the scaling phases, but during your testing campaign, you really shouldn't do it because you really want to know what's working in the beginning. So these are two different things that you can do. You can do automatic placements or manual placements. I have said in the past that manual placements is the only way to go, but the times have changed and both work really well. Some would argue that automatic placements actually work better. I can't argue that because I've seen them work the same. I've seen one work better and one work worse. I say just choose your preference and run with that one. If you do manual, I probably recommend just stick to Facebook and Instagram feed. That's the one that I have that is most proven out. So moving down, there's not much else to set up. So one thing to keep in mind is that for each ad set that we're going to put under this campaign, we're going to put a total of 7. And each ad set is going to have its own interest. This is kind of a strategy that's been with me for a long time, just doing one interest per ad set. Honestly, since the very beginning when I first started Facebook ads. So it's a very basic concept. I'm not going to be choosing out individual interests for this, but usually what I like to do is just, obviously it's a test campaign, so it doesn't really matter what I put here. But usually I just like to name the ad set the name of the interest. So that'll keep this in draft mode, and we can come here and duplicate this 6 times. So you want a total of 7 ad sets. And oh yeah, I didn't even talk about the ad that's going to be under your ad set. So obviously I don't talk about this because this is more about the campaign creation, but I'll get a little bit into it. It doesn't actually matter what you have under the ad set level. You can have a single ad. You can have a single video ad with 2 thumbnails. You can have 4 different variations of 1 video ad. It doesn't matter what's under the ad sets. Just make sure that you set it up on the first one before you start duplicating, just so that each ad set has the same ad under it. That's my only recommendation there. So from here, all that you want to do is go into each ad set and edit the interest, and obviously change the name. Make sure you stay organized, and then you can go ahead and publish this campaign. Now, in terms of analyzing and what you do on the analyzing scale, because I literally just made a video on how to analyze a test campaign. It's going to be very similar to what's already in my ebook and what I talked about on the last video. I would definitely recommend checking it out. I'll pop the thumbnail right here, so you can go to my channel and see it. Essentially, wait 2 days. If it does bad, turn it off. If it does okay, let it run for a couple more days, and just kind of play it by ear, right? Like, the way that you want to go about this is you have your test campaign, and if your test campaign works, then you're going to want to continue building off of your foundation, either scaling horizontally or vertically. Now, I will say that starting with CBO is a little bit different than starting with normal ad set budgets. So if you want me to get into how to actually analyze a CBO test campaign, I'll probably do that in a separate video, just because it's a little bit more confusing and in-depth, and again, I don't have an ebook that talks specifically about this method, so I would have to talk about it all through a video. I'm okay with doing it. Let me know in the comments if you do want me to do it, because I will. But yeah, go out, test with this method, and I hope that it finds you a winner. All right, guys, that was the method. I hope that this helps you, and I hope that you go out and implement this method, and let me know what you find. Let me know if you're able to find a winner using this method, and if you have any input or ways that we can get better, of course, leave a comment. And of course, since this strategy was derived from my agency and being able to work with people and all the results that my clients have been able to get, if you do want to work with the agency and have us test products for you and then scale them once we find a winner, there will be a link in the description to schedule a call with my team. With that being said, I hope that this video helped you a lot. This is Noah Brewer, and I'm out. Peace.